Hi sweeties, it's Elle, and welcome to my studio. Admittedly, I've been feeling a little bit off and low lately. But before I can create something, I need to set the mood. Sometimes the hardest part about creativity is just starting. So I always start with an iced matcha latte in the morning. Alright, now that we got our drink in hand, I'm ready to warm up. And in order to warm up, I decided to go ahead and do some junk journaling today. What I love about junk journaling is that there is literally no rules. You can make a spread with anything and everything, and it doesn't have to be aesthetic or look a certain type of way or be perfectly aligned or any of that. In contrast to how everything had to be precise, intuitive, and thoughtful in my fashion critiques, I love the freedom that junk journaling gives me. Junk journaling also helped me loosen up my brain before the scary work of designing. I love this because it doesn't have to be perfect. In school, everything was graded. Here, if I mess up on a page, I just cover it up with a sticker. And now comes the scary part, threading my new machine. I got this pink sewing machine a couple months ago, and as beautiful as it is, and the fact that I even spoke this machine into existence, I still had a fear of sewing or touching the sewing machine. I felt like the dropout identity has made me feel like I failed, and it feels like now I'm reclaiming my art. Threading the machine is a promise to myself to keep going, even without the degree. For a long time, looking at a sewing machine just gave me anxiety. Leaving fashion school felt like I was walking away from my dream, and I didn't know if I'd ever design again. But being in the studio today, threading this machine, it feels different. I'm realizing that dropping out didn't mean I stopped being a designer. It just meant I had to find a way to be a designer on my own terms. I don't have a degree and I don't have a professor telling me what to do. But I have my ideas. I have this pink sewing machine. And for the first time in a long time, I'm excited to see what I make next.
You barely see it. Tension is a little too tight here. You can tell because some of the top thread is showing. See, that looks a little bit better. I don't know if you can see that. So for my reference, I have the tension at 5, needle position at center, stitch width is at 5, stitch length is at 2.5, and it's straight stitch. Good for me to know for when I actually decide to sew. Thanks so much for the love on the last video, sweeties, and for hanging out with me today. Let me know in the comments what you're working on right now. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, sweeties.